Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. This is Julia with JFK Freedom. Would like to thank the Lord and give him credit for blessing me with these words that go out to the nations and kingdoms of the earth to root out and pull down, destroy and throw down, or to build and to plant. Okay, so we have a longer word today, and I'm trying to get used to it with my voice. Speaking longer. Um, yeah, so we did go to church yesterday, and he was on stage, and it was Easter. Um, Yeah, so he played like extra, he did a little extra with the piano a couple times, like that thing at the end, that's like da da da, like he added a couple things, so that was cool. I thought that was it. Um, I thought that was it as far as anything being extra, but he did make an announcement on stage that he was filming something, or he will be filming something this week, and that people could come talk to him afterwards if they want to. And he also said that kids age 5 to 16 could join. So I just couldn't do it because I was sort of having a hard time. The preaching was very idealistic, so idealistic. And he wasn't talking about heaven, he was talking about earth mostly. And I was just like, it's like, I don't know, just mixed emotions when the pastors preach that way, but can't like, it's all up here and then they can't bring it down to reality. Then it's like, I mean, I don't, he might come to this channel someday. So I like his preaching, but it just, I don't know. I was too emotional to like be like, yeah, let me go talk to Stefan and get myself filmed for the week or at some point in the week. Um, it just wasn't me. And we actually left like really fast that day. Um, so that was that. And the Lord's going to explain a little bit about it. Okay, so I had a vision of myself. I was reaching out to like touch Stefan, like his clothes. Cause she like barely unable to touch his royal. He pointed at Stefan. Oh, he royal dude, and very aware of it, folks. Just who like about to pop into his presence, Bob. He smiled. And yesterday, folks. Well, dear, let's just say it straight out, hon. The baby boy, like, invited her and her little ones into his. But did she take the bait, dog? When it involved. Yeah, dude. That Camry thing, man. That baby girl, like, can't stand anymore, man. And that all 'cause she been through it with, like, her parents, dude. Yeah, man. Way before them peopleses came along to tease her that, saw one of them pointing at me. Your hair, chick. Oh, it not like perfect today, hun. Therefore, I'm going to take a little snappy for my. Dude. He pointed at the network. Not allowed, dude, to like make no we hate Julie folks websites for no. Oh, it got to be hush hush, man. They strong as hell hatred of her. Therefore, she like. I saw myself breathing hard. The Lord cupped a dude's chin, barely keeping her head above all this retaliation-y water, man, that have almost engulfed her like whole, man, time and again, folks. But we like trying, dog, to help this little chickadee of mine see that. Oh, he likes her, folks. Just don't know it for hisself quite yet, man. Just what he on about, dude. Trying to get to know her a little bit better, man. And, yeah, dog. So he saw it for himself yesterday, folks. That baby girl weren't like begeistered about his plan, man, to film a few of they. Oh, they was taking the bait, man. One little gallietta. But was it like meant for them, chick? When he was standing there wondering at me, folks, just as she was, well, wondering at herself, dude, if she should pop into his, all 'cause she finally had, like, permission, bruh. But nah, dude, couldn't do it, man. And yeah, man, so I mean, summon up the courage, dear, to pretend that she actually, like, well, being filmed, dear, once, when it basically have been a source of, like, terror to her this whole time, man. And that all 'cause they real reason for having them cell phones out and at the ready on her, eh? And you know this is true, doll. It's really just so they can catch they targets. Well, Shiza and theyselves or something, man. Which, yeah, dog. So unfortunately, baby girl, have given them that content from time to time, dog. That they like to, well, look at and laugh over, man. Kinda how the Satanism stuff work, man. Baby boy or baby girl targeted, picked apart for their weaknesses, man, and then, oh, it a sick little game, man, in the simplest of all. And you would too, man. Yeah, dog, so I speak of flippin' your shiza sometimes, bruh, to be standin' in front of they, day in and day out, Bob. Why you don't get no let me scratch my neck break for a second, boys, while I breathe and recover of. He put his hands on a guy's shoulders. Yeah, dog, so she do sometimes get it, folks. A little breaky wakey from they, as she traveled to, well, church yesterday, man. But there they was, boys, standin' in they military outfits like, can't, chick. Oh, you can't go into this church, hun, or he'll fall in love with yo. Tja, though, it kinda like how he accidentally, like, fortify her for the morning nut. Yep, papa, so he gonna be there today, folks, and maybe say hi to my. He smiled. Oh, he wanted to, man. Wanted it real bad, bruh, to be like, and happy Easter, chick. I'm feelin' swell, and my heart is poundin' for you in this moment, miss, so you better take my offer. Oh, she were serious yesterday, boys, and that all 'cause the freakin' pastor dude decided to preach on, well, that persecutionary stuff that he really don't know that much about, mun. Therefore I saw myself clenching my teeth. Oh, she were grittin' 'em, dog, as a little old crony lady like snuck a cell phone over to one side of hey hip Bob to make sure them boys up top like know what hey face look like or something, man. Exactly, dude. And told her, dog, that this whole cell phonery thingy is just, well, that, dog, in the simplest of all, 'cause goons, man, and how they have to have some kind of like purpose out on the street, dog, other than just like standing there, bro. There she is, boys, standing there looking, huh? Bruh. And in fact, boys, she getting like a little aggressive with her words from time to time, man. Therefore, we got to like shut a bee down, man, so he won't like, yeah, dog, that flippin' his shiza thingy that he kinda like known for when it come to her. Oh, she killin' him sometimes, dog, with the way she walked through and then start spewing all sorts of Medea like. He smiled and cupped your chin. Oh, it her alter ego, man, in the simplest of all. 'Cause split, dog. Oh, she have a split personality, huh? Due to all the abuse that she, well, went through, dog, and that at the hands of her own, well, parents, dude. So yeah, hun. And as funny as they think it is, Bob, when she go off on they, well, satanic as man, and they just about loathe to admit it, boys. But sometimes baby girl has like got a point to all her gibberin', sis. Therefore they, well, retaliate usually, man. Which is the truth of it, man. Why are we talking about all this silency stuff on her, man? 'Cause if, Bob, she really told them what she really. Oh, it a bad idea, bruh. And yeah, man, so I mean to go on yappin' yo yap about stuff that they do to yo. When it could just as easily, man, be like, shwoop. And yeah, man, so I speak of yo head rollin' off of yo. All in an accidental manner like, oops, bruh. I didn't actually mean to kill his. Shh, dude. And you need to get real quiet before my throne sometimes, man, before you go on and, well, retaliate with words sometimes, man, for all that they trying to, like, crush your spirit, man, versus your actual. Oh, that's the end game, brah. But first, dog, they start with a person's, well, Umfeld, man, which, he pointed at my life. Years, dog. Oh, they've had years, hun, to shut down all of hay. Well, friendship-like opportunities in this town, man. Therefore he like barfing all over himself at this time, boys, that what, bruh? So you like into that losery chick over there, man, who like couldn't work a room to save her. Well, so she could do, man. By now, anyway, man. But do she care to do it, boys? And yeah, dog, so I speak of puttin' hay neck on that gossipy line today, man. When she know it deep as hell down, folks. Like I'm whisperin' to her today, bruh, that crushin' you, Dolly. Oh, some of they souls is like schmutzig, hun. And the only reason, hun, they askin' you about yo is 'cause they want to. Well, turn around and gossip about her, man. Which is exactly why she can't stand it humanity that she kinda like sick of for now, folks. 'Cause they all seem to want to see her versus trying to like lift up a bees. Oh, you could do, Dolly. If you like put your mind to it sometimes, hun, that you'd rather like lift a person up, doll, versus tearing them all the way down into, well, pieces, hun. And yeah, doll. So that whole reputation-y thingy of hers in vain, man, is going up, dude. Lately anyway, man. Since she like a faithful wife and mother, dude, to her two little not so little anymore, is they, bruh. Therefore he like inviting them to be a part of his projects finally, hun. And the simplest of all. And that 5-year-old cut-off line just about made her catch her breath, folks. That me, folks, he could be talking about. But then, Lord, he didn't actually say it out loud, bruh. That he needed a slightly overweight, fake-type blondery of a chick, Lord. Therefore I excuse myself from all. Oh, it were her yesterday, boys, explainin' to me that. Can't, Papa. I can't just pop into his space, Lord, when I'm feelin' all emotional or betrayed at that place, bub. And baby boy finally openin' up them doors to me, Lord, like, on the wrong day, man. Therefore I saw myself a crouching down. Oh, she gon' keep waitin', Bob, for his pretty little self to, like, invite her to do something else, man, that don't involve no. Oh, they'll be there, bruh. Filmin', sniggerin', and laughin' to theyselves at times, boys. The baby girl seemed to have got, like, a dude for a friend, bro. Exactly, bro. Dirty thoughts all the time when it come to these men, man. So no, dog, ain't actually that great, sis, to get ogled by they, 'cause they just about as mean as, sometimes, sis, they for sure, bruh, sometimes way worse than the so-called ladies, dude. Oh, it ain't new word for yo. So no, sis, ain't always callin' you a witch, Dolly. And that's the term, man, that she been usin' in hay head for, well, a while, man. Till I told her to like let them witches off the hook sometimes, dog, in hay. Even if it's exactly what they deserve to be. Well called, bruh. He cleared his throat and he was smirking. Okay, boys, there was some foodie for thought info for yo. Today, man. If you'd care to like get this story straight, boys. And yeah, man, so I'm talking to my manly men in Christ at this moment, dude. That catchin' her dog. And yeah, man, so we speak of this whole potentially could fall apart into scandal, miss. This strange little story she has goin' with, well, 2 men at the same time, miss. But for now, miss, and an invitation to do some dirty work about the town with his filmin' her is, well, just that, hun, and nothing more for now, miss. So just take it all with a grain of. He smiled. Oh, she's salty, bro. Which is exactly what drawin' him to her. Versus all these so-called, hun. You have so-called friends at this time, hun, who gon' like flutter off on your miss, once them bomby-wommies drop, dear. So no need, chick, to like patronize her, hun, for gettin' targeted by a mean dog. They real mean in these satanic circles, man. And that half the reason she not talking about it, folks. All the things he like do to her, mum. 'Cause she feels she need like permission from me or something, man. Before she go on and mention what he did last. Oh, this a horror movie to her, miss. Where the zombos and weirdos about town like following her around folks and looking, well, kinda like that sometimes, man, as they wobble slowly with they pointed at her. And yeah, dog, so as strange as it may sound to you, very perfect, sometimes, man, she like burst out laughing dear ones at they, 'cause it like a weird as hell little audience she got so-called captive, man, who looking to see it, man, if she like stepped in some dog poo on the street, man. And yeah, dude, let's just say, folks, that the police like not checking in her area 1 ounce, man. If them Viennese peoples is picking up they dogs is. Therefore it get like smelly and gross out on hay sidewalks, man, if you catch my Tja, dear ones. So she's staring like a sloppy Joe down the face, dude, and wondering if she can keep listening to my guiding her through all this. Shy's a show of a lifetime, dude, and one that she is gonna survive, dude. And yeah, dog. So she calming down them suicidally thoughts by now, dude. Now that baby boy actually like looking her way, mum, and saying stuff to himself like, and this were basically the case for him yesterday, man. That, nah, dude. I don't think baby girl actually into like being filmed or nothing, man. Therefore, I'm gonna have to like regroup, boys, on this whole getting to see how she operate outside the. Oh, he wantin' to, dog. And yeah, man. So we mean drag her out of the. Like the little Cinderella chick that she. Love you, dear ones, and we mean bunches, sis. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking to you. Okay, so the Lord was talking to me about the parable of the rich fool that is in Luke chapter 12. So there was this guy in the crowd, and he said to Jesus, like, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me. And the Lord replied, like, who appointed me judge between the two of you? And then he said, watch out and be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions. And then he told them this parable. The ground of a certain rich man yielded an abundant harvest. He thought to himself, what shall I do? I have no place to store my crops. Then he said, this is what I'll do. I will tear down my barns and build bigger ones, and then I will store my surplus grain. And I'll say to myself, you have plenty of grain laid up for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and be merry. But God said to him, you fool, this very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself? This is how it will be with whoever stores up things for himself but is not rich towards God. So the Lord was talking to me about that parable, and before anybody freaks out, if you look through scripture, there's plenty of exceptions to the rule. Uh, if the Lord has a certain purpose in mind for a certain group of people. So, and an example is when David and his companions ate the bread of, I think it was called the bread of dedication. They weren't supposed to do that, but they were famished and they needed that food, and the Lord let them go ahead and eat that bread. And his act was considered righteous, but Esau selling, oh, well, I'm getting off topic. So, anyway, the Lord was saying, like, these are the last days, and so there's an exception. There's moving into some exceptions to the rule for the way people need to operate because of the way Paul described this generation as very, let's just say, rough around the edges. So the Lord was saying that, like, the message for that group of people when Jesus was speaking to them, was obviously like, don't be greedy. And if you were that farmer, it would be good if you would share that food with other people. Obviously, they probably would choose poor people first that actually need it, um, instead of keeping all that stuff for yourself. But the Lord was talking to me about people gathering food for themselves at this time and keeping it for themselves, basically. So basically, like, times are changing. Solomon spoke about that. There's a time for peace and a time for war. Very famous phrase. So, which turned into war and peace. But y'all know, like, as we're moving into these times, this is a time for the end times. So you need to just be really careful and ask the Lord what you should be doing. He said things are different in war times, And he said, and if a family is supposed to survive, then they're supposed to survive. He said it like that. And if I haven't said it yet, he basically meant like the resources that you have gathered are for you and your family. So you need like a bolt of lightning from the sky and the Lord's voice to tell you if you're meant to share with certain people, because just going out there willy-nilly is going to be dangerous. Okay, and then I thought that the Lord was done talking to me about that, but he had one more phrase that he wanted to add. So the Holy Spirit placed this on in my brain. To him who has a baby born to him, let him cherish it. Okay. There's some food for thought for you today, and remember, God turns darkness into light. God bless.